Top 10 tallest players in sports history. Height is an exceptional quality of an individual. Be that as it may, when you're a competitor, it will furnish you certain additional advantages. It will help you bring down your rivals. Although occasionally height does turn into an obstacle, it frequently will give you genuine benefits. When we're talking about the sporting world, it can definitely be an advantage. Today, we're counting down the 10 tallest players in sports history. But before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to Sports World so you never miss out on our awesome sports facts. Number 10, Peter Crouch. It's uncommon to see an expert soccer player arrive at the 6-foot mark. So 6 foot 7 inches tall English football player Peter Crouch overshadows every other person on the pitch. The previous England public focus forward who scored 22 objectives for his country, somewhere in the range of 2005 to 2010, has shown up at 2 World Cups and has additionally played at club level for Liverpool, Southampton, Portsmouth, and Tottenham Hotspur is a capable striker regardless of his height. Peter Crouch net worth and pay. Peter Crouch is an expert English soccer player who plays for Premier League club Stoke City and who has a total asset of $25 million. Crouch finished the paperwork for Premier League club Burnley on the 31st of January 2019 on an agreement until the finish of the 2018-2019 season and a player trade managed Sam Vokes. Number 9, John Scott. An impressive figure on the ice. NHL defensiveman John Scott stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. During an expert profession crossing very nearly 10 seasons, Scott played for the Minnesota Wild, Chicago Blackhawks, New York Rangers, San Jose Sharks, Buffalo Sabres, Arizona Coyotes, and Montreal Canadiens. After the NHL All-Star Game in 2016, Scott's protective cap was shipped off to the Hockey Hall of Fame. The Canadiens had recently procured perhaps the most dubious part in the NHL at that point, and were sending him directly to St. John's. Scott was cast a ballot into the All-Star Game by an online fan vote while playing for the Arizona Coyotes as a trick that yielded some exceptionally solid pushback from the association. Number 8, Zdeno Chara. Slavic proficient ice hockey defenseman and chief of the Boston Bruins of the National Hockey League, is the tallest individual at any point to play in the NHL. He remains at 6 feet 9 inches, an inch taller than Tyler Myers of the Winnipeg Jets. He's significantly taller with his skates on. Chara turned into the second historically speaking European brought-up chief to win the desired Stanley Cup in 2011. Number 7, Aaron Sandilands. At one phase, Aaron Sandilands was the heaviest and tallest part in the whole Australian Football League, Aussie rules. He's as of now the heaviest and equivalent tallest, at 6 feet 11 inches tall, and with a pinnacle weight of 265 pounds. Sandilands isn't somebody anybody invites a tackle from, yet the Aussie doesn't toss his weight about irrationally. He's cast a ballot on the Fremantle Football City's ideal and most attractive part in 2009 and 2015. Number 6, Ivo Karlovic. The 6 foot 11 inch player holds the record for the most professional pros in the men's tennis. At the point when you can serve from extraordinary tallness, you can do incredible things on the tennis court. Ivo Karlovic is confirmation of that. The 6 foot tall 11 inch player holds the record for the most professional pros in men's tennis, and he was positioned 14th on the planet. He additionally has the 4th hardest serve, over 156 miles per hour, and his subsequent serve isn't too ratty either. It once arrived at a speed of a record 144 miles per hour. In January 2019, Karlovic broke more records when he turned into the most established victor since 44-year-old Ken Roswell arrived at the 3rd round in 1978, and the most seasoned champ at any Grand Slam occasion since 40-year-old Jimmy Connors arrived at the 2nd round of the US Open in 1992. Number 5, Margo Dydek. It may not be abnormal to see male ball players taller than 7 feet. However, it's an extraordinariness in the ladies down. At 7 feet 2 inches, the late Margo Dydek is the tallest player in WNBA history. Picked first in the 1998 WNBA draft by the Utah Stars, she was at her pinnacle when she played place for the Kinetic Suns. In 2008, she resigned as the WNBA blocks pioneer with 877 to mentor for the Northside Wizards and the Queensland Basketball League. Unfortunately, Dydek passed away in 2011 after difficulties following a coronary failure, while she was pregnant with her 3rd kid. Number 4, Mamadou Diarra. Senegalese ex-ball basketball player Mamadou Diarra, who was 7 feet 6 inches tall, turned into the tallest b-ball major part in the NCAA Division I during his time at the University of California, Irvine. In the wake of entering the NBA draft, he proceeded to play plays for the Golden State Warriors, Detroit Pistons, and Grand Rapids Drive. The able shot blocker was named Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Year after the 2013-2014 NCAA Division. The able shot blocker was named Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Year after the 2013-2014 NCAA Division I men's basketball season. Mamadou Diarra, 18, bounced off a boat on the east side of Lake Kukkonosa on July 24, 2020, and didn't surface, the sheriff officer said. His body has not been found. The lake is west of the town of Eureka, close to the Canadian boundary. Number 3, Manute Bol. Sudanese conceived American ball player and political extremist Manute Bol was 7 feet 7 inches tall, making him one of the tallest ports throughout the entire existence of the NBA. An effective focus was made his NBA debut for the Washington Bullets in 1985 and impeded 2,086 shots during his vocation. Bol passed away of kidney disappointment in 2010. During his lifetime, he utilized the foundations to advocate for basic liberties in his local Sudan and help Sudanese outcasts. Number 2, Sun Mingming. Sun Mingming is the most elevated ever Asian competitor ever. Previous China Worldwide stands in the outline for its enormous size of 7 foot tall, 9 inches. Sun additionally shows up in motion pictures as an entertainer. He was tall as well as hefty, as the Chinese gauged no under 168 kilograms. The specialist made a stunning disclosure. A tumor was pounding Sun's pituitary organ, and it was emitting overabundance development chemicals that made him develop and grow. Performance aside, Sun demonstrating an enormous draw for the perpetually disregarded small-time circle circuit. These groups were destined and collapsed inside a couple of long stretches of Sun's quality. On their program, the IBL and the USBL collapsed altogether. However, when Sun played, they pulled in colossal groups. And at number 1, we have Edward B Opry. Edward B Opry is the tallest competitor on the planet. The Canadian was a wrestler in his calling. He had magnificent tallness of 8 feet 3 inches. By the period of only 9, he was 6 feet tall. Moreover, at 17 years, he outperformed the 7-foot limit. The enormously measured North American likewise excessively weighed, as he weighed very nearly 400 pounds. Another intriguing certainly I should add, regardless of whether you are a 6-foot tall guy, on the off chance that you try to remain close to the reference people, you will unquestionably resemble an infant, without a doubt. So these were the top 10 tallest players in sports history. The list keeps on charging because new players are always coming into the game. The ones with the tallest heights have an easy chance to knock out his opponent, but sometimes their height results in damaging one of their body parts. Just like if anything has positive energy for you, it can also become negative at the same time. Did you guys enjoy today's video? We hope so. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss out on any of our new episodes. See you next time.